What's up, YouTube? Listen, family, I got a jam-packed video for you guys, so please keep it locked. I got a lesson that I want to teach you so that when you see this on your journey in the future, I want you guys to be able to take full advantage of it because it does wonders on the investment journey, and you need to know this lesson. Okay, so do me a favor, please keep it locked. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Help this video get at least 1,000 likes. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. Now check it out, guys. I'm starting it off with the fact that Boeing fired 20,000 employees, and so nationwide layoffs begin. Check this article out from Fox Business. Boeing begins layoffs amid labor union strike, controversy over CEO's home purchase. Very difficult time. This striking labor union represents over 33,000 Boeing workers. The strike involves 33,000 workers in the Seattle area, and it began on Friday after unions overwhelmingly refused tentative contract negotiations provided by the company. CEO Kelly Ortberg, who took on the role of chief executive last month, emailed all employees on temporary furloughs. We are initiating temporary furloughs over the coming days that will impact a large number of U.S.-based executives, managers, and employees. Listen to this, guys. I wanted to highlight this because you need to always see and know how do these type of events affect the actual stock. Okay, and so today we're going to break that down because I want you to see and let me know in your daily situation, are you guys experiencing layoffs, furloughs, any issues with your employer? Are your unions going to battle? Let me know what's going on in you guys' world. Then I want to show you technically what that looks like from an investment standpoint, but how you can take advantage of it to grow and build your wealth. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. Okay, guys, whenever you want to trade or invest, it's always best to start out on the 1 day time frame. Okay, but in this particular case, it gives us many lessons. So before the doors falling off the planes and all that kind of stuff, Boeing was way up here. But with those events plus these layoffs, the stock has came down. Now this black line, this is significant. That's the 200. That's the 200 support. Okay, that's what it was when it was up above this. But the minute it fell, it came a retest and was unable to get back above, and ever since it's been going down. Okay, so now support becomes resistance. And so now you got a stock like Boeing under the 200-day support, and now they can't get back above, and then you steady have these negative headlines come out. So look at what happens, guys. Not only are you under the support, so this black line ends up being overhead support, but then the 48 crosses down and this becomes support too. Look at how it could never get through the 48, breached it once here, came back under it, breached it again, came back under it, breached it again, but now it's still having friction right there at that resistance level. Okay, so a couple lessons. Did you notice when it came down here, boom, it made a what we call a bear flag, and only to fall down further if you see this right here. Okay, and so look at this, guys. A couple things. Whenever a stock, let me clean this up, you guys know we keep a clean chart. Whenever a stock falls, look at this lesson, guys. This is how you make a ton of money investing. Whenever a stock falls below this line, you have to get bearish or buy puts. Okay, you're going to make a ton of money if it falls under this black line and under support. It is going to go down. As you can see, it's way down here. Okay, that's number one. Okay, number two thing is you need to know this. If you don't ever get it at the entry when it falls under the 200 support, you need to look for entries here, entries here, or here. Okay, these are where you would buy at. You know what I'm saying? You would buy a put here, you would buy put here, you would buy a put there. All of these makes money too. Okay, life-changing money. But look at this, guys. This is the lesson in this. Okay, nothing that goes down will stay down forever. All stocks eventually will come up. Now once this start coming back and get above this line, and then eventually this line, it is going to take off to the upside. So let's take our eyes over here so you can see what happened. It'll go down, down, down. Boeing will have all kind of bad news. But the minute it start to cross over and get above this black line of resistance, guys, it becomes a rocket ship. And this is where you want to buy calls at. Okay, so check it out, guys. It is my hope that you begin to understand the significance of when the stocks go down and they fall and lose the support, you have to then change your thesis to go down with the stock. But the minute it breaks back above, that's your cue. People ask me, Coach, how did you hit SoFi out the park? How did you hit Palantir out the park? Nvidia, Meta, all of these plays was down under the 200 support, especially during 2022. But I saw it curling back around, and I was just waiting patient. I was just waiting patient, just like this, waiting patient, just like this. And when it came back around, I said, yep, I'm gonna let it test it a couple times, just in case it needs to reject on the resistance. But I knew soon as the sentiment was shifting, as soon as it break through, it was gonna take off. And so that is where I like to buy my plays at. VTI, anything you guys see me invest in. A lot of times my backing up the Brinks trucks happens when that type of move is about to occur. So I'm just showing you that now. Although something may be down and getting beaten down, if you ever see it coming back around and about to begin to break through resistance or hurdle resistance, you know you got a big move coming to the upside. Okay, and so I just want to give you that lesson that although we have these layoffs and although these massive nationwide layoffs are taking place, you're going to see it with Verizon, you're going to see it with Boeing, you're going to see it across the board. But I want you to be thinking more strategic, and I want you to be looking at ways that you can take advantage of it and use it to grow your wealth. And if you happen to do options, it works well for investing, buying shares. But if you happen to do options and you ever catch one of those moves, once it's down under the 200 and it comes back around, it is life changing, like 1,000%, 3,000%, 5,000%. Guys, when I say it'll turn a little bit of money into a lot of money, if you learn to look on the 1 day and 1 week time frames for those potential moves, it'll change your life. Okay, so listen, Coach just wanted to give you that lesson, show you what that chart looks like in the midst of these headlines. It's talking about nationwide layoffs across some of these companies and organizations. Okay, but I want you to be thinking more strategic about how can I use this to my advantage on the eventual turnaround of these companies, especially when they're notable or noteworthy companies to begin with. Okay, put that in your back pocket, because when Apple, Meta, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, any of those companies fall under the 200 support, eventually they're going to come back around. And when they do, you got to be ready, because that's your moment for your life-changing move. Okay, don't miss the message in that. Check this out, guys. We got Boeing down $16.75 over the past month. That's nearly 10%. Okay, so they're definitely in a corrective mode. But if they go down another 10%, they'll be in a bear market. Okay, and so again, your job is to see and look for areas you can get in at if they're unable to break up above a resistance and ride it down, or wait patiently. And this is, I'm teaching it to you with Boeing, but I'm trying to teach you a universal lesson. Or you wait for them to curl back around and begin to come back and above the resistance level for a break and move higher. Okay, this is what you want to see, but these are the kind of things we monitor for life-changing moves. And this is why we always try to keep money on the sideline, so that we can be ready when opportunities and good companies present itself. Okay, so today's lesson was just to kind of show you technically, when you see these massive layoffs, I'm gonna do a couple more videos on a couple other companies that's having massive layoffs nationwide, and I want you to see the similarities in the chart, but more importantly, how you can take advantage of it. Okay, so listen guys, if you're ready to make some money this week, let me know down in the comments below. Be in the Discord first thing in the morning. Everybody else, consider joining the money team. If you're gonna join and rock out with Coach for this week, please let me know by sending me or emailing me or texting me a screenshot so that I know you in. Many of you have done already. So again, we will get busy first thing Monday morning. The Discord, I'll get you guys squared away in the money team. By 8:30 tomorrow, you guys will be locked, loaded, and ready to go as well, because Monday sets the tone. And we're going to come out the gate making money so that I can make sure your week gets off to the right note, and so that you can have the right perspective on the rest of the moves you are to make throughout the remainder of the week. Okay, do me a favor guys, be locked in this week. Be ready to follow levels. Be ready to be flexible and nimble when you see something that is a consistent occurrence in the market intraday. I want you to be able to, okay, you know what to look for, but at the same time, you also know that you have to make adjustments. We call them in-game adjustments. That's what separate Super Bowl winning coaches, championship winning coaches, from those who just coach for a living but don't ever win anything. Be able to make in-game adjustments if you're going to play this game. Okay, that's what it comes down to a lot of times. All right, now before we get out of here guys, the SPY this week, I want you guys to make sure you are paying attention to that. We will take a look at them first thing in the morning as well. Guys, we're still above 565. So again, as long as we are above that level, we are to remain bullish. If you want to take some short little scalps down to the downside, you can do that. Okay, but just know, as long as we above 565, we're going to the upside. Okay, so again, the lower the better, but if you don't see 565, you need to identify what is the low. Is it 570? Do they touch 569? You need to see and then make the in-game adjustment. Okay, that's what I want you guys to add to your arsenal, so that you're not so reliant on, oh, I'm waiting for 565, but you constantly seeing this only coming to 569. Okay, well, do the same thing you plan on doing at 565 at 569 if that's what you see. Let me know if that makes sense, guys, because these is the types of adjustments. These are the type of observations you have to see. Okay, versus getting your feet stuck in the sand and not doing anything because you're just doing away with what you actually see taking place in real time. Okay, one thing about me, and it's good, but it has its limitations. I have always given you a perspective on the market before it happens. 9 times out of 10, I'm spot on. Okay, that's something we can all take to the bank if you're part of the same gang, if you've been with me. However, when the market open and you see, man, Coach laid out these levels for us, but I'm not seeing it come there. It's coming here. This is where I see them only allowing the stock to come down to. Guys, you make the adjustment. Trust what you see. Get back to the drawing board on the charts and then go from there. Okay, let me know if that makes sense, but more importantly, let me know if you guys ready to make money tomorrow. Listen guys, we make videos like this every day, so if you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Remember, most people see the end result, but if you consider the journey, do me a favor, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys grab some free stocks using my link below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.